Okay. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to Assam Competitive Exam and Gyandip. Myself, Nidusmita Kumari. So today, our session is on Assam Police English past year questions. So, যিকোনো কিবা exam prepare কৰাৰ আগতে we have to be very careful. আমি আগৰ paper questions বোৰ এবাৰ মানে চাই লোৱাটো এবাৰ better because we get a better idea, এটা better idea পাবা, and also we will get to know যে কি টাইপৰ questions আহে আৰু অলপ এইটো practice type মানে হৈ যায়. So today our session is on Assam Police English past year questions. Okay. So, first question. Choose the correct option to fill in the blank in the following sentence. Can you tell me the truth? Why did you not speak? Can you tell me dash the truth? Sorry. Can you tell me dash the truth? Why did you not speak? That why did you not speak? Why did not you speak? Why you did not speak? So, yate correct option to hobo. Can you tell me why did you not speak? This will be the correct answer. Okay. Sorry. Why did you not speak? Now why did you not speak here? So first of all, can you tell me dash the truth? This is an embedded question. Embedded question mane hol etu already eta question hoy. Can you tell me dash the truth? This is already a question. So question tor bhitorot aru eta question ase. So that is why can you tell me why did you not speak? Now ete baki kita jekita statements ase that etu tu nohoy that why did you not speak, because embedded question not jodi already the question thake then tare pisot that nohoy ketiao. Tar pisot why did not you speak? This is also wrong. Okay, why did not you speak? Because why did you not speak? Not should be after you. Okay, so can you tell me dash the truth? The answer will be why did you not speak? Why did you not speak? Did jitu be verb jitu auxiliary verb hoy, auxiliary verb to hodai your মানে jitu tumar subject থাকে he hodai subject tor agot auxiliary verb to hoy. So of course d to nohoy because jitu auxiliary verb hoy, auxiliary verb to subject tor pisat ase, so d nohoy. C to nohoy, not is before you. Then B, that ase embedded question, already the questioner bhitorot aru eta ami question koi aso. So embedded question not that ketiao nohoy mane questioner pisat can you tell me that why did you not hit that embedded question not that na thake. So this is wrong. So the last two remaining option, this one is the correct answer. Next, choose the correct option to fill in the blank in the following sentences. The train dash before we reached the station. Options are the say had left, left, has left, was going to left. Now first of all, jitu sentence hoy, the sentence the train dash before we reach the station, yate reached is the past tense. Okay, sorry. Reach to past tense ase, simple past. So jetia eta sentence ot simple past thake, so simple past or logot ami simple past or logot ami past tense e hobo yate first of all. Okay, now has left no, because this is present perfect. Was going to leave, the train was going to leave no hoy, because here it is simple past. Okay, and before it is also about the time of the action, kuntu action agote hoise. Now the train dash before we reach the station, the train khone station to ami station not goi paisu, train khone station to eri diar pisot, So the train left the station, station to এৰি দিছে সেই action to train station era action to আগতে হৈছে before we reached. So আগতে হোৱা action to বুজাবৰ কাৰণে আমি past perfect লিখো, that is had left. So had left will be the correct answer. Simple past নহয় because clearly এটা sentence দুটা simple past হ'ব নোৱাৰে, তে already এটা simple past আছে, so simple past to নহয়, that's one of the rule. Second, pastor লগত আমি pastore আমি form বহাও. Here it is simple present to simple here it is present perfect নহয়. Third, was going to leave হ'ব নোৱাৰে because আমি যদি কিবা এটা action already হৈ যোৱা এটা action pastত সেইটো আমি বুজাও, then that is always past perfect হয়, so that is had left. Now next question, he is dash MA in English. He is dash MA in English. This is a vowel. Okay, choose the correct article to fill in the blank in the following sentence. He is dash MA in English. So a and the no article is needed. The correct answer here is an. An is the correct answer. Now how? He is an MA. Now we know vowels কিবোৰ words আগত হয় যিবোৰ a e I o u এইবোৰ alphabetically start হোৱা words বোৰৰ আগত আমি vowels put কৰো, but there are again another rules, বহুত বেলেগ কিছুমান rules আছে to put articles. Sorry, আমি vowels or আগত articles and put koro, yeah. So but there are again many other rules, articles put kora many other rules ase, like MA. আমি যেতিয়া MA কও, when we say M কলে যেটো sound ওলাই সেইটো vowel sound ওলাই, like A, M, vowel sound ওলাই. So when we যেতিয়া আমি এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ বস্তুবোৰ পাও MA বা take for example MLA, MBA, LLB. So whenever we say words like this, আমি যেতিয়া এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ words বোৰ কও, then what happens, যেটো আমি কওতে যেটো আমাৰ sound ওলাই, consonant sound ওলাই না vowel sound ওলাই, আমি যেতিয়া M কও vowel sound ওলাই, right? When we say M or L or LLB or IAS officer, IAS, okay, when we say words like this amar vowel sound ulai, so jeti amar vowel sound ulai, then it is always N. Okay, then again jodi ate BA thakil hoy, if it was eto jodi MA nohoy kine jodi BA thakil hoy, he is dash BA in English, tetia ami jeta B call, B is a consonant sound, right? আমি vowels or agothe and put koru. Now B is a consonant sound, so sound to jodi B consonant sound hoy, then that tare agot ami A put koru. So if there is a vowel sounding word, then tetia ami to N hobo, aru jodi consonant sounding hoy, then A hobo. Now before going further, I would like to give you an information. Now Assam Forest aru Assam Police coaching or vacancy available ase. Now if any one of you is preparing, kunuba jodi prepare kori asa for Assam Forest or Assam Police, then yate amar mock test, live sessions ebur sob hoy with discount. You will any originally 2000 hoy, but bihu offer choli ase, so 799 you can apply for it. And if you have further problem jodi kiba hoy apunar apply kora, then you will get a link, that a contact number pai jabo, then you can contact. So if anybody is preparing for Assam Forest or Assam Police, then you can apply here in Assam Competitive Exam in Gandhi. Okay, now let's resume. Now third, next question, choose the correct question tag to complete the following sentence. Okay, so question tags, we need to put your question tags. She is going there dash, she is going there dash. Options are say isn't she, is she, doesn't she, isn't it. So the correct answer of this question will be isn't she. Now why is that so? she is going there. First of all, question tags or eta niyam ase je if the first part to the affirmative hoy, affirmative as in positive sentence hoy without not, okay, to the affirmative hoy, then pisot ami jikhini likhim that should be negative. That's why isn't she. Okay, eta ki ase is ase, so is she to নহয় because etu already affirmative ot ase, so is to নহয় because pisor khini ki hobo negative hobo lagibo, but etu affirmative hoy ase, so is she নহয়. Doesn't she kyo নহয় because yate be verb to ase is, right, be verb to is ase, so pisor khini ami same verb e rakhibo lagibo, we cannot change it to does. Okay, isn't it hobo noare because আমি সেইটো ইউজ কৰিম যেটো সাবজেক্ট এটা দিয়া আছে, যদি এটা ইট থাকিলে হয় ইট, তেতিয়া আমি এটা isn't it লিখিব পাৰিলো হয়, but since it is she, so isn't it হ'ব নোৱাৰে, so the right answer is isn't she. So question tags on নিয়মটো এটোৱে হ'ল যে she is going there, যদি এখিনি affirmative হয় then পিছৰ isn't she মানে পিছৰখিনি negative হয়, but যদি এটো positive থাকে like she is not going there, যদি এটো পজিটিভ থাকে, যদি ফার্স্ট পার্ট খিনি পজিটিভ থাকে তেনে হলে তারে পিছৰ খিনি নেগেটিভ, সরি যদি ফার্স্ট পার্ট টু নেগেটিভ থাকে, সরি যদি ফার্স্ট পার্ট টু নেগেটিভ থাকে she is not going there তেনে হলে পিছৰ খিনি পজিটিভ হৈ যায় like is she. ওকে, সো যদি ফার্স্ট পার্ট খিনি আমাৰ পজিটিভ থাকে তেনে হলে পিছৰ খিনি নেগেটিভ, যদি ফার্স্ট পার্ট খিনি আমাৰ নেগেটিভ থাকে তেনে হলে পিছত আমাৰ পজিটিভ হৈ যায়. and also remember যে be verb to same ৰাখিব লাগিব, we cannot change the be verb, like এটা doesn't she আছে তো যদি is আছে তুমি doesn't she লিখলে তো ভুল হৈ যাব, since the be verb is তো আমি এটা isn't লিখিম, isn't she, the negative of whatever the be verb is there. Next, find the incorrectly spelled word. Conductor, C-O-N-D-U-C-T-O-R, conductor is correct. Conductance is correct. Conducive, this is wrong. Conducive no, we say conducive. C-O-N-D-U-C-I-V-E, this is the correct spelling. We don't say conducive, we say conducive. C, not Z, not Z sound. So confusing is correct of course, but we don't say conducive, it's conducive. Next, when I met, choose the correct option to fill in the blank in the following sentence. How, when I met Rajat in Mumbai, he dash teaching English for 4 years. Option soul is been, has been, have been, had been. This is quite simple. Okay, so when I met Rajat in Mumbai, first of all, met, the verb in the first part of verb to ase simple past ot, so simple past or logot ami ketiao present nelikhu, so ete baki keta options is been present, so it wrong, has been present wrong, have been present, so right answer had been. Okay, so past or logot we always write past, we don't write present. Okay, simple past thakile sentence to the next part should also be past related, that is past perfect at in the sense, but jodi sentence to first part khini past thake then pisor khini past e hobo, etu mane simple, sorry etu present hoy na jay. Okay, so when I met Rajat in Mumbai, he had been teaching English for 4 years. Had been is the correct answer. Next, fill in the blank of the following sentence with correct option. Assam has tremendous potential investors in service sector. Sage dash hobo lagisil, I don't know to kyo dise. Assam has tremendous potential investors in service sector. Options dise of, in, at and for. First of all, yate service word to ase. So Assam has tremendous potential investors dash service sector. Now the correct answer is for. Okay, D is the correct answer, for. Now whenever there is the term service, for service, okay, it's service or logot we always use for. okay, for service sector. So Assam has tremendous potential investors for service sector. At nohoy, because at is always used in regards to a place. Okay, ame jodi kiba ta place bujaisu, like she is staying at home. Okay, but she is staying at, she is coming at school. Okay, she is coming at school. Okay, for example, so when we in regard to a place or like to at, but this doesn't mean a place, right? This is a sector, and moreover service we always use for. Okay, so for is the correct answer. In clearly no and always say correct option, so in is not the correct answer. Then of, Assam has tremendous potential investors of service sector to kitya no hoy. Okay, of is wrong, this determiner is not right. Of service sector, it never suits. Okay, so the correct answer is Assam has tremendous potential investors for service sector. Okay, for a sector like agriculture sector, kiba eta sector karone tremendous potential investors ase, bahut investors ase এইটো sector karone ba এইটো industry karone. So henokwa hole that will be always for. Okay, next, she is writing a letter. Etu passive form koribo dise. Choose the correct passive form of the following sentence. She is writing a letter. Options: A letter is written by her, a letter has been written by her, a letter is being written by her, a letter is writing by her. Now passive form koribole hole ate ki hoy, active voice. First of all, this is active voice hoy ase. Active voice or structure to kenoka hoy ase, subject plus jitu be verb. Take for example ate is ase, be verb plus the verb, sorry, to past present continuous hoy ase. Verb into present continuous hoy ase plus the object. Okay, this is the structure for active voice in a gist. Now passive voice ot ki hoy, jitu object thake he object to active voice or structure to hol enekwa, subject plus be verb plus jitu verb ase and then object. But passive voice ot ki hoy, object to subject hoy jay. Okay, this object becomes subject passive voice ot. So yate object ase a letter. Okay, so this will become the subject, that's why a letter agot ase. Now is writing, is ase, so sentence to is thakibo lagibo of course. Okay, jehetu active voice ot is ase, so passive voice ot to verb to same e thake, be verb jehetu is ase, active voice ot jehetu is ase, so passive form to ami be verb to same e rakhim, is. Okay, now ete option B has been written dise, so be verb to jate change kori dise no, itu present perfect kori dise, so this is wrong. So option B no hoy. Now ye thakil ki A, C aru D. Is to thakil, is to mane letter, a letter jitu object to subject hoy gol letter, then is thike ase. Now writing jodi present continuous hoy, then passive form ot ami he jitu verb thakibo, jitu present continuous ase hetu ami break kori diu being plus past participle of the main verb. Okay, okay, subject object to subject hoy jay, that is the mane letter to subject hoy gol, a letter, then is, then jitu writing ase, writing jehetu present continuous hoy ase hetu ami break kori dim plus being plus past participle. Okay, writing, being, write or continuous hoy ase writing, right? So ami break kori dilu, writing to ami being ani dilu, so write or past participle whole written is the past participle. Okay, এটা being কত আছে? Being is only in option C, so option C is the correct answer. Okay, being written, past participle written by her. Okay, last sorry, yeah, objector agot by hoy, that, sorry, I forgot to add this. Oh, past participle plus by plus object. Okay, active voice or jitu subject ase hetu passive voice or object leke change hoye jay. Okay, she to ami jo active voice passive voice loi jao, then that becomes her. Okay, he thakile him hol hoy, they thakile them hol hoy, we thakile us hol hoy. Okay, so subject plus is plus being plus past participle of the verb, of the main verb, and plus by plus object. So the correct answer is C. A letter is being written by her. Okay, has been written nahoy because at the is ase at has is, so this is wrong. Is written by her nahoy because being likha nai, যেহেতু আমি writing to break কৰি দিছো, so being to লিখিব লাগিছিল but being নাই, so that is wrong. Is writing হ'ব নোৱাৰে because writing to এটো wrong hoy, this is wrong because past participle hua nai and being kora nai, so this is also wrong. So the correct answer is C. Next, choose the correct option to fill in the blank in the following sentence. She is dash than any other girl in the class. Options: A, tall, B, the tallest, C, more tall, D, taller. Now first of all, she is dash than ase. When there is than, jetia sentence to tha a and than thake, tetia jani jaba that it means that kiba compare kori ase. Okay, like she, this person is being compared to someone else. Okay, so jetia tate comparison hoy and jetia tate than thake, tetia ami comparative degree put koro. Comparative degree of the jitu mane word ase, okay, of the verb, sorry, comparative degree of the adjective. Okay, she is dash than any other girl in the class. Tall, taller comparative degree hol taller. So since there is than, comparative degree logothe ami hodai ki koy than use koru, right? Comparative degree pisat superlative degree pisat ketyao than hoy. So tallest to bhul. Okay, tallest is the superlative degree, like tall, taller, tallest, small, smaller, smallest. So superlative degree logot than is never used. Okay, so tall to clearly nahoy okay, this is wrong because tall eta eku comparison imply nokore, simply giving this word. Taller logot more tall ketyao nahoy. Okay, jitu word or comparative degree already thake hetur logot mane more tall use, we don't use more with tall, right? We use taller. So she is taller than any other girl in the class. So D is the correct answer. Okay, so always remember that if there is then or logot ami ketyao superlative degree use no koro, we always use comparative degree. Okay, so she is taller than any other girl in the class. Next, she said, I have finished the work. This is narration. Okay, this is narration as in direct speech. Indirect speech I mean to call in grammar, so that is narration. She said, I have finished the work. First of all, the reporting verb, this is the reporting verb. Okay, reporting verb to first of all past ase. Okay, so reporting verb to jodi past thake tene hole ami jetia narration to change kori, means etia etu direct speech hoise, when we will change it to indirect speech, then the verb here eta jitu verb thakibo that also changes to past. Okay, so yate options ase, she said that she has finished the work. This is wrong because reporting verb to past ase no. If the reporting verb is past, then reported jitu verb hoy hey verb to past hoba lagisil, but here to present kora, so this is wrong. B, she said that she would finish the work. would is the past form of will. At a will nai, so there is no will. I will likha nai, so I have finished ase, right? So but would is the past form of will, so be nahoy. C, she said that she finished the work. Eta sentence ot ami duta simple past nelekho. There is already said, right? Said is already simple past, and a2 simple past e kori thoi jay, so this is also wrong. So the correct answer is she said that she had finished the work. Okay, কি হয় যদি রিপোর্টিং ভার্ব টু পাস্ট থাকে তেনেহলে ইনডাইরেক্ট স্পিচ কৰিলে reported verb to ami this one have finished, this is the reported verb. Okay, direct speech hot etu reported verb hoy, so reported verb to indirect speech hot ami past ore loi jao. Ate jehetu present perfect hoy ase, so narration to indirect speech korile hetu past perfect hoy jabo. So D is the correct answer. Next, choose the correct option to fill in the blank in the following sentence. I asked him dash so lazy. Options, that is why. B, why he was. C, that why he is. And D, that why is he. Okay, I asked him dash so lazy. First of all, as I already said, যদি past থাকে first part to sentence to first part to যদি simple past থাকে and পিছৰ খিনিও past এ হ'ব, সেইখিনিত present নহয়. But এতিয়া options আছে is আছে, here is, so these options are clearly wrong. So যত is আছে, is হলে তো এটো present হৈ যায়, right? is থাকিলে হেতু present হৈ যায়, so যত is আছে হেতু wrong. So what remains, why he was. So this is the correct answer. I asked him why he was so lazy. This is the correct answer. I hope you have understood, because yate asked ase, asked is past, so sentence to first part khini jehetu past ase pisor khiniu past e hobo, but yate is dia ase, these are all present, so correct answer is was. So in the exam you should also learn how to eliminate the options. That is also a trick to find the correct answer. Okay, next, choose the correct option to fill in the blank in the following sentence. He always claims to be dash everyone in his company. Options are superior than, superior to, superiority over, all of these. Answer will be superior to. Why? Because jibur enokwa, first of all enokwa terms enokwa terms superior, inferior, interior, exterior, jibur words or pisate I o r thake, hebur words or logot khoday ami to likho. That's a simple rule. Okay, superior to, inferior to, interior to, exterior to. Okay, so enokwa terms buro logot we always write to. That is a a rule of English grammar. So he always claims to be superior to everyone in his company. This is the correct answer. Next question, which of the following is incorrect? Which of the following is incorrect? Okay, not correct. So you should also read the question properly. Sometimes they try to trick you. Incorrect. Which of the following is incorrect? So a swarm of monkeys. B, a caravan of camels. C, a pack of wolves. D, a colony of rats. So etor answer hoy a swarm of monkeys. This is incorrect. Okay, ami swarm of monkeys nelekho, we write a troop of monkeys. Okay, troop of monkeys hole correct holoy, but here it is given swarm of monkeys. A swarm of bees, a swarm of flies. Okay, so hetu hobo swarm, but with monkeys it's swarm diase, so that this is the incorrect answer. Okay, so sorry, this is the incorrect answer, so this will be the correct option. Yeah, a caravan of camels or a pack of wolves, this is a common phrase. A colony of rats, but a swarm of monkeys, this is wrong, because monkeys are like a troop hai hoy. Okay, so this option will be the correct answer. Next, which of the following words is closest in meaning to the word abundant? Closest in meaning, um, as in synonyms, same, bourgeois. Okay. Scarce, difficult, barren, ample. Scarce mane hol, মানে আমি যে কওঁ স্কেৰচিটি হৈছে, পানীৰ স্কেৰচিটি হৈছে, নাটনি. Okay, so scarce means নাটনি হৈছে কিবা বস্তুৰ, right? There is scarcity of water, there is scarcity of land, there is scarcity of coal. Okay, but abundant মানে হল বহুত আছে. Okay, abundant means enough, বহুত বহুত বস্তু আছে. Okay, but scarce মানে হল নাটনি হোৱা. So scarce নহয়, scarce is wrong. Okay, closest in meaning দিছে তো মানে similar, same বুজোৱা, same অৰ্থ থকা words. Abundant মানে হল বহুত, scarce মানে হল কিবা বস্তু নাটনি হৈছে. Okay, something is which is less, বেছি নাই. Okay, difficult মানে তো you know hard, পোৱা যোৱা নাই. Okay, it's very difficult to get that thing. Okay, difficult. Barren means khali, you know, deserted. Barren, murubhumi, right? Deserted. So barren nohobo. Ample, ample means enough. We have ample amount of time. Okay, ample amount of time mane amar tat bahut samoy ase etiao. So ample will be the correct answer. We have ample amount of time, means we have enough time. Amar tat etiao bahut time ase to complete this work. So ample is the correct answer, means this is the word which is closest in meaning to the word abundant. So remember, abundant means enough, bahut. Okay, and ample also means bahut. Next, the phrase stem the tide means, so these are phrases to like monot rakhibo lagibo. Okay, you just have to go through, just have to remember the phrase stem the tide mane hol stop is the correct answer. Okay, not save, not touch, not spare, stop means stem the tide. So phrases you just have to remember it, like explanation, there is no such explanation. Okay, next, the antonym of the word callous is A, casual, B, sensitive, C, soulless, D, strict. Now the term callous means, callous mane hol insensitive. Okay, callous mane hol insensitive. So yate antonym mane opposite word. Okay, antonym means opposite word. So opposite likhibo dise. So callous or jehetu meaning e hol insensitive, tare opposite ki hobo? Sensitive. So sensitive is the correct answer. Next, choose the odd word from the following. A, agitated, B, aggressive, C, rowdy, D, submissive. Odd word mane jitu nakhate are logot. Okay, now agitated, aggressive, rowdy. Agitated means annoyed, e bahut irritate hoye asu, agitate bahut khong uthi ase enokwa types. Ha, aggressive means to you know someone who is very, you know, who is very impulsive, bahut khongot thaka khongal manu. Okay, that's aggressive. Rowdy means someone who is very rude, mane bahut rudely kotha koy, bahut mane angry man types. Okay, so all these words, ei tinita words e hol jitu mane anger emotion to logot somehow related. Okay, but submissive is different. Okay, submissive means to give submission, mane completely submit kore dia. Okay, someone to be calm and all, to be obedient. Okay, that's submissive. So odd word bisaribo dise jehetu, the correct answer is submissive. Next, oh my loves like a red rose is an example of a simile, B, metaphor, C, metonymy, D, personification. Now keep one thing in mind, jodi kiba eta sentence hot oh my love's like a red rose, so the love, okay, my love is compared to a red rose. Kiba a red rose etar logot mur love to compare kori bujabo bisarise, right? so the love of the person is being compared to a red rose heneke bujabo bicharise so henoko type sentence hole aru jodi sentence tut like thake he comparison to bujabo karone jodi a like ba as okay like or as sorry তুমি তো বারো হ্যাঁ লাইক বা এজ এই দুটা টার্মস যদি ইউজ করা হয় কিবা কম্পাৰিজন কৰি কিবা নিজৰ ফিলিং বা কিবা বস্তু এটা ডিফাইন কৰিব কাৰণে then such kind of sentences can be referred to as simile is called a simile okay simile মানে হল like আৰু as use কৰি কিনে আমি দুটা বস্তু compare কৰি কিনে we try to express the meaning of something okay so here oh my love's like a red rose the love of the person okay the love of the person love to kenekwa it's like a red rose compare korise red rose or logot compare kori kine love to kenekwa hoy hetu explain korise to define korise and here clearly simple whole like ase okay so like thakile aru enoko comparison types sentence thakile that will be a simile next what is the meaning of cost and arm and leg okay cost and arm and leg these are idioms bulikov okay like once in a blue moon which means rarely okay once in a blue moon which means rarely it rarely bujai to henake cost and arm and leg means very expensive is the correct answer okay these are the things which you need to remember there is no such explanation okay cost and arm and leg means very expensive next choose the correct option to fill in the blank in the following sentence he was so hungry that he could wait to wash his hands okay here I think at the dash ta thakbo lagisil okay he was so hungry that he could wait to wash his hands options rarely often seldom hardly okay so etur heri hobo wait to wash his hands etur correct answer hobo hardly he was so hungry that he could wait to wash his hands tar imane bhuk lagil je he hat dhuboloy tar tat mane time nohol okay so time nohole hat dhuboloy that he was so hungry tar iman bhuk lagil je tar hat dhubo time nohol so eneko type sentence ot ki hoy we swa rarely nohoy rarely means mane বহুত কমকে এটু ঘটনা হয় ওকে this is a rare event আমি যে কও this solar eclipse এই সূৰ্যগ্ৰহণটো বহুত rare হয় এটু নহয় মানে বহুত বছৰৰ মূৰত এবাৰ হয় like that okay so rarely হব নোৱাৰে so rarely তো নহয় often means সঘনাই কিবা হৈ থাকা okay সঘনাই seldom means just কেতিয়াবা আৰু হঠাৎ sometimes কেতিয়াবা that means seldom but এতে কি দিছে he was so hungry that he could wait to wash in hands তা ইমানে ভুক লাগিল যে হাত ধুব তাটা টাইম নহল ন নেগেটিভ হৈ গল সো এতে নেগেটিভ বুজুৱা এটাই ওয়ার্ড আছে that is hardly means not okay to me like grammatical or standard way we use hardly and hardly almost it refers negative or it infers negative okay so hardly will be the correct answer next question now comprehension now first of all in comprehension I must say every comprehension differs okay এটা কিছুমান comprehension কেনেকুৱা হল আমি comprehension first of all কি হয় এটা passage হয় সেই passage to পঢ়িব লাগে পঢ়ি কেনে after that there will be many questions you need to answer the questions passage to লগত relate কৰি কিনে okay passage to পঢ়া হে কৰি কিনে কিছুমান comprehension এনেকুৱা থাকে যত মানে answers bu directly থাকে right but some comprehension can be tricky okay কিছুমান comprehensions থাকে যিবোৰ মানে বহুত মানে trickily দিয়ে মানে directly answer to দি নিদিয়ে হেতু context to ভালকৈ গুটি passage to ভালকৈ পঢ়ি বুজি কিনে you have to figure out the answer okay now first of all this passage okay this comprehension Lionel Messi could not believe it frankly few could against the US 4 days ago his divine left foot had made the ball overcome a wall of defenders, and curl and dip past a diving goalkeeper to magically settle in the top left corner of the goal. It was not as much a free kick from 25 yards, but a laser-guided missile. On Sunday night, in the penalty shootout of the Copa America final against Chile, he hit it over from less than half the distance with nothing but the thick New Jersey air to beat. The resultant 4-2 loss meant Argentina's title drought dating back to 1993 would continue. It also ensured that Messi, one of the most decorated club footballers of all time, would not get that one trophy with the national team he so covets. It will remain that way as Messi later announced his retirement from international football. His teammates have said it was a heat of the moment decision and he would reconsider. Messi's unhappiness with the Argentine Federation, which is teetering on the brink of collapse, may also have influenced his decision. Therefore, a return to sky blue and white with the World Cup just 2 years away cannot be implausible. Nevertheless, if Sunday was his final appearance for Albi Celeste, what legacy does he leave behind? It is easy to brand him as an underachiever given his 28-0 club versus country record at the senior level. But the picture is more complex. For once, modern day football has very limited scope for independent individual flair. Two, what that number does not show is both as a player and a captain. Messi has been instrumental in Argentina making it to 3 major finals in the last 2 years, including the 2014 World Cup. What remains unquestionable is Messi's unimpeachable genius. His unparalleled vision, deft touch, and nimble footwork have often proved to be the lifeline of his teams, be it at Barcelona or Argentina. Yes, he may have missed that crucial penalty, but it is important to remember that football is a team sport. It is equally about collective endeavor as it is about individual brilliance. Clearly, the margin between an underachiever and a GOAT is very, very slim. It therefore depends on how you want to remember Messi, through his last miss or his last hit, that free kick. So, questions. First question is, what does the author mean to say when he comments Lionel Messi could not believe it? As I said, tricky comprehension. Okay, comprehension tricky kore diye. Now, the passage itself started with Lionel Messi could not believe it. So, what did the author mean by this? Okay, so that answer is hidden somewhere here. Okay, it's hidden in the passage. So you have to understand the passage. Passage to bhalkoi pori kine context to buzibo lagibo. Only after that can you figure out the correct answer. Now, Lionel Messi could not believe it. Frankly, few could. Against the US 4 days ago, his divine left foot had made the ball overcome a wall of defenders and curl and dip past a diving goalkeeper to magically settle in the top left corner of the goal. So here it is said at the US or against dot like 4 days ago in the match, Lionel Messi was able to secure a goal. Okay, he was able to secure a goal magnificently as usually he does. But it was hetu eman tanu nasil. Okay, means according to the author, it was not as much a free kick from 25 yards. 25 yards durar pora free kick hetu mara mane hetu eta mane free kick nasil by Lionel Messi, but a laser guided missile from 25 yards, but a laser guided missile. Means here it added bhalkoi describe korise je how powerful the kick was of Lionel Messi against the US. Then on Sunday night, okay, it was US or against it whole. But after that, on Sunday night, in the penalty shootout of the Copa America final against Chile, US or against Lionel Messi was able to secure a goal, a very good goal. Okay, a goal like here it is said, like a laser guided missile. But on Sunday night in the penalty shootout, it was a penalty shootout Sunday night in the Copa America final against Chile. This was against Chile. So he hit it over from less than half that distance. First, it was so far. US or against bahut durar para kick marisil, but even so, he was able to secure the goal. But against Chile, distance to him and nasil. Since it was a penalty shootout, of course, there is, as far as I know, football. So in the penalty shootout, there is not much distance, right? So it was from less than half that distance. Eitu jiman durar para marisil, tare adhat koyu mane কম ডিস্টেন্সত মানে he kicked the ball. He kicked the ball against Chile, but the thick knew against Chile, but the result to কি আছিল 4-2 loss, means Argentina lost. He wasn't able to secure the goal. Okay, he wasn't able to secure the goal against Chile. So it is in this context, এইটো কনটেক্সটতে কোৱা গৈছিল Lionel Messi could not believe it, because he could perform so well against US, right? Even from a distance which is which is maybe which is far from 25 yards. Okay, so bahut distance or parao US or against he could score a goal, but in the penalty shootout against Chile he could not secure a goal. So it is in this context that Lionel Messi could not believe it. Okay, that how could he fail in a penalty shootout? So here the author what he meant to say was options this hai, Lionel Messi could not believe that he could not score a goal of a free kick during the penalty shootout. B, Lionel Messi could not believe that he had overcome a wall of defenders to score a goal from 25 yards. This is wrong. Okay, this is clearly wrong. This wasn't in the thing, in this passage. So Lionel Messi could not believe that the football that he kicked from 25 yards hit the goals like a missile. This happened against US. That was kind of normal from him, since he is a magnificent player, right? So C is wrong. Lionel Messi could not believe the ball that he kicked curved and settled in the top left corner of the goal. This is also was against the US, I suppose. So even not this one. So what he could not believe was that the goal, which was maybe difficult, which was far more difficult, which was difficult to score against the US, he was able to score such a goal. He was able to secure a goal there, but against Chile in a penalty shootout he failed. So it is in this context that the author said that Lionel Messi could not believe it. Okay, so A is the correct answer. Second, when Messi missed the penalty shot, what results did that ensure? Yeah, so this clearly passage to DISS. So what was in the passage? Copa American final against Chile. Okay, penalty shootout was against the Copa American final. Okay, so they lost 4-2 loss. So he couldn't secure the goal in the penalty shootout, means Argentina lost. Argentina lost the Copa American Cup. So when Messi missed the penalty shot, what result did that ensure? Means result to keyhole itur pisat. So clearly the result is that it deprived his national football team, that is Argentina, of the Copa American Cup. Deprived means they won't be able to get it. Okay, so B is the correct answer, not C. Made Lionel Messi so dejected that he had to announce retirement from football. This is not correct. It cost Argentina. No, correct answer is B. There is no mention of FIFA World Cup. So what tone does the author employ when discussing Lionel Messi's career and achievements in the passage? When in the passage the author has described Lionel Messi's achievements over the years, right? What is his, how is his brilliance, how is his talent, and along with his brilliance, the author has also discussed about the team or kenekwa contribution thake, right? Because football is a team sport, it is not an individual game, right? So hetu a team sport hoy. So that the team or contribution kenekwa, how does Lionel Messi lead the team? As a captain teo kenekwa hoy, their individual brilliance kenekwa hoy, right? So in the passage, ami passage to puri kine ki gom pai, so that the author is not only appreciating, yes, Lionel Messi appreciate kori ase, but at the same, appreciate kori ase in a sense means his abilities, okay, তার talent to appreciate kori ase, but at the same time he is also analyzing the game. If you read the passage properly, um, passage to like bhalke porile, you will get to know the game to kyo harile, that was also analyzed. And the author Lionel Messi okol, you know, he wasn't only focusing on Lionel Messi's abilities, okay, tar okol abilities, tar talent tok appreciate kori thake nasil, at the same time he was also talking about his limitations mane ki you know ki problems ase jibur he can further improve, okay, limitations bro the focus kori asil. So he was being very objective, enuka biased nasil je, oh I am a Messi fan so I am appreciating, no, it wasn't biased passage, it was something which was very analytical, বহুত analyze কৰিছে the event, like first thought kenekwa US or against thought mane teor kick to kenekwa asil, kiman duror para ki asil, that was analyzed. But Chile against Copa American Cup penalty shootout kiman you know kiman duratto asil, the yards distance, but still he failed, so that thing was analyzed. Then here it was also here it is also talked about, see, Lionel Messi impeccable genius, like, yeah, he is a genius, okay, he is also an amazing captain, maybe, okay, he is a magnificent footballer. But at the same time, the author has also talked about the, you know, about the team contribution, okay. So it is important to remember that that football is a team sport. So here he has also talked about the contributions of a team, right? Since football is not played by only one individual, okay, there are a number of players. So the passage is analytical, first of all, বহুত analyze korise. Then the passage is you know, it is also objective. So the correct answer is C, analytical and objective. Appreciative and celebratory nahoy, because he wasn't totally appreciating or celebrating Lionel Messi's genius, right? Okol mane tak hype kori thakka na যে Lionel Messi is this, he is that, he is the goat, he is amazing. No, he was seeing the passage was written keeping in view the analytics of the match, okay. So it was objective. Critical and judgmental, no, he wasn't, the author wasn't criticizing, criticize kori thaka nasil, he was also appreciating Lionel Messi's good points, good qualities, right? Emotional and empathetic, this is so completely wrong. Emotional, he wasn't being emotional or empathetic. So appreciatory and celebratory nahoy, critical and judgmental nahoy, correct answer is analytical and objective. So that's why I said comprehension is a very, you know, this comprehension specifically is kind of tricky. You need to understand the passage to bhalkoi porhi, hetu bhalkoi buji kine mane etu comprehension solve koribo lagibo. Then then next question. According to the passage, Lionel Messi's decision to retire from the international football was perhaps influenced by options diya ase, his unhappiness with the Argentina Federation, the defeat in the Copa America final, the heat of the moment, a desire to focus on his club career. Now, as far as I know, I do not know much about football, but as far as I know the person, or I have seen moi jiman kini dekisu, Lionel Messi is not the kind of person to take a decision in the heat of the moment. Impulsively, a decision no lie, right? So this is wrong. The defeat in the Copa American final. So since he is a sportsman, just hari goal, so that's why he decided to retire. this will be also wrong, okay, because there is always losing and winning in a game, right? So this I don't think is correct. The defeat in the Copa American final, this would be wrong. D, the desire to focus on his club career. If he were to if he were to only desire to focus on his club career and not take part in international football, then he would have retired long ago, right? So this is also wrong. So the correct answer would be A, his unhappiness with the Argentina Federation, because in the passage also it was mentioned, if you can see. Yeah, you can see his teammates have said heat of the moment decision itu tar teammates pure korise, it wasn't him, and clearly he's not that kind of person. Now, and he would Messi's unhappiness with the Argentina Federation, which is teetering on the brink of collapse, may also have influenced his decision. May also, maybe Messi was unhappy with the Argentina Federation. So maybe this was also a factor which, you know, contributed to his decision of retirement. So may also, and here you will find a word I will telling you, what called, here is which of the following can be inferred from the passage. Sorry, not this one. Yeah, this one. Sorry, decision to retire from the international football was perhaps influenced. Perhaps itself means maybe. Okay, maybe. So we already know from the passage Lionel Messi was unhappy with the Argentina Federation, and there was also said that may also, it can be also an contributing factor. So the correct answer is A, his unhappiness with the Argentine Federation. Now, so here on, there are many more questions like these, like which of the following can be inferred from the passage. Then there is what, which of the following statements is supported by the passage. So A-board questions, all these questions you have to, you know, just read the passage thoroughly. You have to understand the passage properly, and only then you can figure out the answers to this passage. And this passage is kind of common tricky hoy, but maybe next time এনেকুৱা passage নাহিব পাৰে, maybe directly answer থকা passage আহিব পাৰে, কিছুমান passage directly মানে থাকে state এনেকে দিয়াই থাকে that this is the reason, this is why Messi could not believe it. So সেইটো থাকে, সেইবোৰ answers figure out কৰিব easy হয়. But yeah, there are some tricky questions এনেকুৱা আহে. This was a tricky comprehension to be said, like a question to a, what tone does the author employ? So this is kind of tricky, okay? So maybe next exam enuka comprehension ahibo pare, but it's better to, you know, to practice this type of comprehensions as well. So that's it for today's session. Thank you, and I hope this helps you all, and thank you for joining this session. So this session ends today, and please do practice the comprehension. The comprehension may be tricky sometimes, it can be easy sometimes. As I said, practice the comprehension, but even more than that, the tense, the narration, articles, determiners, there is also prepositions. So hebur bostu olap mane practice kori thakile those things, you know, become a habit, aru eto solve koriba okoman easy hoy. Okay, thank you for the session. Okay, bye bye.